Hello and welcome to Internet Anonymous. Internet Anonymous is a channel on YouTube where I share advice stories. I was going to say columns of advice, but advice stories. You can ask questions and I'll leave advice for you, sharing life stories, how to get through things, and I'll always attach either one or two corresponding songs. And Internet Anonymous is a way for us to speak up and stand out when no one allows us to. When you feel like you don't have a voice, Internet Anonymous is a way to help you speak. I will share your stories if you leave them for me in messages or inbox, and I will answer your questions. Now, I will be known as Internet Anonymous simply because I am not giving away my name, my picture, my email. I will be using a different email. Each episode I will be changing my voice using different functions on my computer settings, so there should be no way for you to be able to track it. I may even use accents every once in a while, but you won't be able to figure out who I am, no matter how hard you try. The only people who will know are the people who are close to me and that I tell. I don't want anyone to really know who I am, because Internet Anonymous is a way for you to express your feelings, and maybe if some of you knew who I was, you wouldn't want to express your feelings through me. I'm simply here as an internet being for you to talk through, and for me to be your voice if you feel like you can't personally speak out. I will take any questions, answer any questions, as long as they aren't internet appropriate. As long as they are internet appropriate. If they aren't internet appropriate, I won't be able to air them. But I only wish to serve as your voice. So this is the welcome video. So I'm going to start off with a story. When I was 12 years old, I was going through a lot in my life. From the time I was 10 to the time I was 12, I was friends with these three girls whose names will be changed. Their names will now be Maxine, Lila, like Layla, and Veronica. Now, Maxine was the leader of our group. Layla would be second in charge, and Veronica being third. I was almost like a project. And when I turned 12, I was still friends with them because I wasn't able to see that what they were doing wasn't right. I was a mean girl in training, being told to do certain things, pick on certain people, who I could be friends with, who I couldn't, because in the end, popularity was all that mattered. Anyone who told me what they were doing was wrong, I simply ignored. One day, when I was 12 and I was starting to feel more and more depressed because I started to feel as though they were leaving me out of certain activities, I got a call from my mother. She informed me that my cousin, who was very dear to me, had tried to take his own life. That affected me more than anyone could even have thought of, because I was too going through depression in my life. When I was 13, I realized these girls really didn't want me, and I left them. But when I left the group, they started to spread rumors about me and get every child in the school, everyone who didn't care about me, which was most of the population, to bully me, emotionally and physically. When I was 13, soon after I had left that group, I tried to take my own life. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for the only man I had made friends with. his name, which will now be changed. His name was Andrew. Again, that is a false name. Andrew was very close to me. We had a lot in common, and we helped each other through the rough times. And I know for sure I would not be here without him. But ever since that time with those girls, I haven't been the same. My diagnosed with mild clinical depression hasn't really helped anything. And I know it's because of them. Because I couldn't handle being left out on the streets. It's a real weird awakening when you realize that the world isn't all butterflies and rainbows. That's why this episode is called Butterfly. And this next song is called Iridescent by Linkin Park, and I would like you to listen to it, and maybe it'll make you feel what I felt alone in the dark, or maybe it'll bring up some of your own emotions. Maybe something like this similar happened to you. Leave your comments below, and please enjoy the song.
You were standing in the wake of devastation, when you were waiting on the edge of the unknown, and with the cataclysm raining down, insides crying, save me now. You were there, impossibly alone. Do you feel